The Muppets are back in a brand new show up on Disney Plus called Muppets Now. I just watched the second episode and I'm here to break it down and let you know what I think, so I hope you'll join me after the intro. Well, hello there. My name's Jeremy and welcome back to Freeform Disney, where I talk about all aspects of Disney, from the animated movies to the theme parks to Star Wars, Marvel, and Pixar, and the TV shows, and everything else in between. And that is why it's Freeform. And keep coming back every day for new daily content. If you're not subscribed yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Today we're watching the new show Muppets Now. The second episode is titled Fever Pitch, and that means we get a whole bunch of show pitches from everyone's favorite stand-up, Fozzie Bear. Now, clearly interrupting Scooter at the beginning of the episode looks like it's going to become a recurring theme here. Kermit first time, Fozzie this time. Wonder who will get to do it next time. Maybe Miss Piggy will get to go do a bunch of interrupting throughout the beginning. We'll see. So, what are some of those excellent pitches that good old Fozzie has? Well, we have themes like Bear Witness, or the one that's a little better off the bat. How about Romantic Evenings? Apparently it would be a cooking show where the ingredients date each other. Ouch. Yeah. Or there are a whole bunch of Easter eggs if you pause it or have a quick eye. Because he also sent an email to Scooter with 100 pitches of a whole bunch of shows or movies, essentially, but they just have some punny titles. So we got things like The Pandalorian, or American Eagles Got Talons, or, considering I've been watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. for a while, how about Agents of Shtick? Now there's some good ones, and hey, there was even a Harriet reference in there. One of them was titled The Adventures of Fozzie and Harriet. See, the show actually put a reference in their little teeny Easter egg if you were paying attention. Still, I think one of the most fun of the bunch would probably be Snark Tank. Which, I mean, Miss Piggy has to be one of the people in there on Snark Tank. No way she's not in there. So yeah, there are some fun little jokey titles in there. Well, anyway, get past good old Fozzie Bear and his puns and all the little joke pitches that we dealt with. On to the 4 sketches for this episode. So first up, we've got Pepe's Unbelievable Game Show. Now, off the bat, the whole booth guy doing all the audience stuff was fun. Since there is no audience, it's just all sound effects or the booth guy doing it. Airplane flight 135, ready for takeoff. Yeah. Well, so what happens in this sketch is that Pepe spends the whole time breaking from whatever script or ideas there were that Scooter had for the whole show, and he's just chaotic and haphazardly putting the show together. Essentially, it's the show where everything's made up, and the points don't matter. Not even for who won. I'll tell you, I don't think the Pepe-Scooter interactions worked all that well for me. And I don't think our guest Bree and our tune gelled all that well together or with Pepe. C'est la vie when it comes down to it. There were good moments there, but the best part of it was Gonzo's fun section at the end with the chickens. Now that was the highlight of this sketch. So Gonzo comes in. This is the final question thing to win the big bonus prize. And anyway, Gonzo comes in and brings the 3 chickens with him. And so he introduces the chickens to our tune. And then, hey, he builds up this big choreography and singing number the chickens are going to do, which ends up really short and cluttered, which of course seems to be the joke at first. Except there's more to it than just that. Because now we trivia quiz our tune on, hey, which one of them was Camilla? Yeah, good luck if you remember that. And they also rearranged spots a little bit. Well, he gets it wrong, but the real good part here is that Gonzo gets it wrong. And gets it wrong again. Yeah, oh geez, it's gonna be an awkward car ride home. So yeah, that was definitely the best bit, and that was one of those multi-part jokes right there that had a bunch of setup to get to what the real punchline was, and some other jokes in amongst the way. So, nicely done. And then it's off to Okie Dokie Cooking Challenge once again. Now, I didn't think the first one worked great. It was okay enough. But this week's take was a bit better. Danny Trejo coming in, and the hyper competitiveness and little digs between him and the Swedish chef really helped this one have a little more fire, shall we say, or maybe a little more spice. Now, while the mole was fun, the final selling point for this one was that end bonding portion between Swedish chef and Danny when Danny went and grabbed milk for the Swedish chef to help him out with all the spice he had in his mouth. There was just this funky little touching moment at the end that you just never expected. It just helped make this one work much better right there. So, yeah, enjoy this one. Then we get on to our Bunsen and Beaker section, and well, first we got a random Lawyer Joe thing, but it was just a little too short to really get there. Hopefully we'll get to dive in a little more some future section with Lawyer Joe. But anyway, Bunsen and Beaker, so happy that we've got them in here this time. I mean, they're always a load of fun, and this time is no exception. So first off, we've apparently got Beak R, Bunsen's new smart assistant, Beaker 2.0. Oh, poor Beaker. Oh, he gets picked on badly during this one. So, first off, all the burning was fun in this one. Will it burn? Or will it melt, I should guess. So, not just will it burn. The Infernomatic, and we get to watch all kinds of different materials burn, and who doesn't enjoy that, just right off the bat. We go through that, show a whole bunch of different things burning or melting, and then, well, Bunsen goes ahead and leaves to go get some more items. And, well, Beaker gets his revenge, shall we say, in the end for how much he was picked on. Because personal assistants can burn. But the last line, nevertheless, goes to Beak R 2.0. Meep, you will never defeat me. I live in the cloud. Who knows, maybe we'll see Beak R again in a future one. We'll see. So I loved this section. This one definitely had me laughing throughout this whole sketch. Oh, it was good. One of my favorites for both episodes right here probably is my top pick. Beats out the two favorites I had from last week. Okay. Up next, we went ahead and had Miss Piggy back on once again for Lifestyle. Oh, looks like we're probably going to keep having fun with that whole Lifestyle title. However many times we keep having this. I mean, we've done it twice so far. I'm not sure how many of the 6 episodes we'll keep bringing it in, but my guess is we'll play with it a few more times. And we had some fun sections in there. The hot yoga section was probably the most fun portion of the sketch. No, sweat is something that happens to other people. But nevertheless, you're all the heat I need, Tay. Tay and Miss Piggy get along well. There's a good chemistry between the two as to how they play that off. And so it comes across, it works well. And hey, in the whole chat section, while I don't think it quite jived as well as it did the other time, having Yolanda Rat and Bub in there was neat. And of course, having good old Camilla back and Linda Cardellini. So yeah, it just didn't gel together as one whole as well, even if some of the individual pieces of it were nice. And hey, that was the episode. Now, I'll tell you, off the bat, I was definitely a bigger fan of the first episode, which had 2 sections that I thought really executed well. Both Muppet Masters and Mupp Close and Personal definitely fired well. Now, this time, there was certainly one standout section with Bunsen and Beaker, which I think is my favorite section of all of them so far. But the others were really mixed bags. Now, certainly each had their good moments, and I thought the Okie Dokie cooking was better than last week. But to be honest, I would have been happy not to have another Okie Dokie cooking this week. We could at least take, say a week or 2 off on that one. And Miss Piggy could probably go to every other week too, for that matter. But hey, it's all good. There were still definitely fun moments, and I enjoyed watching the episode. Now here's hoping that next week will be a little more even and the sections will hit a little better for me. I mean, could you imagine that they were all up to the par of the Bunsen and Beaker section, at least for my taste? Oh, I'd love them to be up there for me. That's probably a little more, but hey, we'll take what we get. And hey, when it comes to it, that's just my opinion. Perhaps you loved this episode, just absolutely loved it, and that's great. So tell me, what about you? What was your favorite segment this time? And are you looking forward to next week? Go ahead and let me know down below in the comments. And thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a like. Share it with anyone you think will too, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done it yet already. I'll see you back here tomorrow for another new episode of Freeform Disney. Have a magical day, and may the Force be with you always.